Hi everyone, welcome back to Engineer by Design, where today I'm going to take you through the process of designing a 3D printed or planter, of designing a diamond pattern planter. I was looking through different designs of planters because they do seem fairly popular, and I want to get a plant for my house. And I found these which have a sort of diamond pattern on them, and I thought that was really cool. Excuse me, and I thought that was really cool. And there's also stuff like this and these, and I really do like the designs for them. If you go up and you just search planter though, you can see that there's a lot of different designs. In fact, if you just look up 3D printed planter, you might get even, yeah, like you might get even more designs like this one. There's this right here, which I am planning on showing us how to make. There's this really cool design, this really interesting design. Looks like you can put your keys under it. But today I want to show you how to kind of, it's not going to be this exact thing, but it's going to take you through the process of how I would design a planter such as this. So with that being said, let's hop into our 3D modeling software and get started. And we are just going to be going into Fusion 360. And first things first, we're just going to kind of eyeball the size of the planter. Since all planters are different, I'm not really going off an exact measurement. I'm just going to kind of eyeball what I think is right. So we're going to go into the Create tab, and we're going to create a sketch. And we're going to go off of this bottom plane, which is the YX plane. Going to hit center diameter circle, and we'll just go like 5.25. Sorry about that. Since I want my planter walls to be an eighth of an inch thick or 0.125 thick, we need to double the thickness of it, so that's why it's 5.25. Right? We'll hit finish sketch, and we're going to extrude it up. And this is kind of where like you do need to eyeball it. So I'm going to zoom out. Let's go like 5 inches. It's going to be like about a 5 by 5, which I think is fine. But we'll do that. And then we're going to go to the Modify tab. We're going to hit Shell. We're going to hit only this face right here. And we're going to do 0.125. So now, if we inspect this inner circle, the diameter is going to be exactly 5 inches, which is what we want. Now what we want to do, we have the base of it cut out. And honestly, if you just want to print this and use it, it's pretty much as simple as it gets. But what we're going to do is we're going to make that diamond pattern. So we're going to hit Create Sketch. We're going to hide this body real quick. And I'm going to hit the XY plane again. We're going to open up the sketch. And now what we're going to do, excuse me, now what we're going to do is we're going to hit Create. We're going to hit Project/Include, and we're going to project just the outside. Hit OK. And then we're just going to hide this body right here. We're going to zoom in. And what we're going to do now is we're going to create two lines. One that's going all the way down, and it is going to be completely vertical. And one that's just going to go out, and we're going to touch it to this outside. And we are going to constrain this to 20 degrees. If you're wondering why it's out here, it's just so it's out of the way, but it's this inside dimension. And we're going to do one more. We're going to hit line, but we're going to make this one a construction line. And we're going to go out to some point. And then this one is going to be 10 degrees, so it's going to be exactly in the middle, and I'll show you why in a second. Now we're just going to zoom in. We're going to hit line, and we're going to go out. Oh, excuse me, it's still in construction. So we're going to hit line. Make sure it's not a construction line. We'll do 0.125, and then we will go out on this line and go 0.125. So one thing is my Fusion 360 is making it automatically parallel, but if it's not constraining and like you're out here or something, we'll go 0.125. You see it's not perfectly in line. We can make these two parallel, or the same thing, we can make them collinear. It'll do the same exact thing. So that's that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hit the Create tab. We're going to go to Arc, and we're going to do a 3-point arc. And we're going to do these two on the outside, and then the center is going to be this point right here. So 1, 2, and this point. So we're not going to do like this, which it looks like it's snapping to it anyway, but it's best to make your bend where your cursor is. Go right there. Perfect. Now, one thing I want to do just for here, because it's going to create a lot of problems down the road if we don't do it here, is I want to make a fillet here. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit center diameter circle. we're going to go off the center right here. It's already going to the midpoint, and we're just taking it out until we get the tangency constraint. So in the middle, go out until the tangency constraint is there. Now, if you can't do that, it's very simple. You'll just hit the center, and you'll go out here, and then you're just going to go tangent, and you're going to hit these two curves. And you're done. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to clean this up a little bit. I'm going to hit the trim, and I'm going to get rid of the outsides, the insides, and then this little triangle up here. We're going to get rid of that. Like I always say, you should always constrain everything, but this is a lot of stuff right here, and Fusion 360, it seems in their last update, made this automated constrain feature. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit automate, and it's going to generate all these constraints. And as you can see, we have to do 15 constraints for 4 dimensions. That's a lot of constraints. So, but in any case, it does all that for us. We'll hit OK. Just going to clean this up a little bit. And that's that. We're going to hit Finish Sketch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to show this body again. Actually, no, we're going to hide it real quick. We're going to hit Create Sketch. Because what we want to do is we're not going to just extrude it. Because we can't extrude it, but it's going to go straight up. What we're going to actually do is we're going to sweep it. We're going to hide this body. We're going to create a sketch on any plane. It can be either the ZX plane or the ZY plane. We'll just go, oh, sorry about that. We're just going to go with, come on, right here. We're just going to go with the ZX plane. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a line and we're going to stretch it out 5 inches, which is exactly the height of our planter. We're going to hit Finish Sketch, and that is that. Now we're going to unhide the body, and we're going to go to the Create tab, and we're going to hit Sweep. We're going to hit these two right there, which is the sketch we just made, and the path that we're going to follow is going to be the line we just made. So as you can see, it goes straight up. What we're going to do is we're going to twist it, which means it's going to start twisting around this line, right? So it's going to start twisting this way. The twist doesn't have to be anything crazy for something like this. Let's just go with 40 degrees. 40 degrees seems fine. 45 degrees. Yeah, nice numbers. And then what we're actually going to do is we are going to, I apologize, we're going to hit New Body, and you'll see why in a second. So we'll hit OK. And as you can see, we got 2 bodies. We got this, which is body 2. And we got this, which is the main body. We can rename it, but we're going to be making a lot of these. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hit Create, and we are going to do Pattern, and we're going to do Circular Pattern. And we are going to do bodies, or you can switch to features, but we're going to do bodies. We're going to select this body, and the axis is going to be right here. I'm just going to go with the inner circle. Now, how many of these do you need to make? So as you can remember from our first sketch, it was a total of 20 degrees, and a full circle has 360 degrees. So instead of trying to kind of figure it out, especially if you have like really small numbers or really weird numbers, like maybe 12 or 15, or like, you know, something else, 18, you can just go 360 divided by how many degrees that is. So you can see we have 360 instances. We're just going to divide by 20. That's going to make exactly the amount we need. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to hide this body, and I'm going to combine all of these. So I'm just going to hit Target Body, which is going to be Body 2, and then Tool Bodies. I'm going to hit all the rest of these. And as you can see, my computer's starting to lag a little bit. And we're just going to hit Join and hit OK. And there we go. Now we got 2 bodies. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hide the second one. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a second sweep. And we are going to open up our second sketch and our third sketch. And we're going to hit Profile, which is going to be, again, these 2. And then we're going to hit Path, which is, again, going to be this. And it goes straight up. And this time we want to go in the opposite direction. So we're going to go minus 45 degrees. Hit Enter. And this is like, we're going to hide these 2. And we're just kind of doing the same thing. One thing, we're going to open this up. Make sure this isn't joined. Make sure this is New Body. We're going to hit OK. Okay. So now what we're going to do, same thing. We're going to create Pattern, and we're going to hit Circular Pattern. All right. So then what we're going to do for bodies, we're going to hit body 20, which is that right there. And we're going to hit axis, which again is going to be the inside right there. And it auto-populates 18. If it doesn't for you, you could go 360 divided by 20 again. We're going to hit OK. And there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hide this, and we're going to start combining all these again. Now, you don't have to do this. You could do this all at once. I am just kind of doing these one at a time right now, only because if I need to reference a combination down the road, it's going to be a lot easier for me. All right, and then we'll hit OK, combine everything. And now we're going to open up all three of these. You see, we kind of see how it looks, but we have these X's right here because all these sketches are overlaying each other. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a third combination. We're going to hit combine. Target body is going to be the main body, and the tool bodies are going to be the two rotations that we made. This is going to take a minute, and we're going to hit OK. And let's see if my Fusion will allow me to do this because my computer's a little slower. All right, kick me out. But look at that. We got one body now. And that is pretty much how you do it. One thing I would kind of suggest is making fillets. So I would fillet this top up here. And then I would fillet, nope. Oh, I don't know what I just did. We're going to hit X. We're going to fillet this top face right here. And then we're going to fillet the bottom right here. And we'll do like 0.02. Then it's going to take a little bit to load up. It might kick me out again. Nope. We're going to hit enter. Yeah, like I said, my computer is not the fastest computer. I got a fairly old laptop. And there we go. That is how you make a planter with the diamond pattern. I know we got a lot of lines, so if you just hit Control-4 on your keyboard, that's going to get rid of all the lines, and you'll kind of be able to see how this gets printed. If you don't want to do Control-4, Control-6 will populate these back up again. But if you don't want to do that, what you can do is you can go to Display Settings, go to Visual Style, and then you can hit Shaded. If you want to do with hidden edges, you can do that. And then again, if you want to do that with visible edges only, you can do that. So that's pretty much it. It's actually like a lot more simple than a lot of people would think to make one of these. So yeah, that's pretty much how you make a diamond pattern planter. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put your questions down in the comments below. I do have this planter for sale on my Etsy page. That is the best way if you want to support me directly without necessarily help me more than just subscribing and liking, which would still be a very, very massive help if you could like and subscribe. If you want to support me more, I will have a link to my Etsy down in the description where I am selling this and every other thing that I 3D model on this channel. I do have for sale on my Etsy store. If you are not able to support me on my Etsy store, again, totally fine. Just like, subscribe, and hey, maybe you model this yourself, and hey, you know, never know what else you might learn. And I'm just kind of rambling on at this point. I apologize, guys. But yeah, like I said 1,000 times, feel free to give me a like, subscribe, throw me a comment down in the comment section down below. And if you want to support me outside of just that, I will have my Etsy store available, or my Etsy store link in the description of this video. So thank you guys so much, and keep learning, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.